Seng Khasi Collage menta Khasi kala Pynkut no ekajing kenjo ka basan pau Snem jongka hakajing ipu iping hakabalai shimbenta shitrhem neki samla puli jongka college rengkat kinong shakhot ngobha hakate Khasi lawan ban shimbenta lang deka kong amprin lengdo minister jongka sarkar jela kum ka kongsan rengkat uba Adelbert nongrum ubade UMLE jongka North Shillong constituency kum sembut kongsan nakaliang jongka kong amprin haba ajingkran hakane Khasi kala ajing ro eka college Kabalala ban kenjo yaute Mawmer jong kajing dapsan pau Snem kalau ongru kum ke college nakaliang ka kongsan kalau ongru ba nakaliang ka sarkar kandon kajing kermen baka Seng Khasi college kanong ka kerpang bat kala kunturu ika college badon kam bandang pene pensa shu ya hiktian Khasi bat dika kolshor Khasi khara bat nakaliang jong uba Adelbert nongrum ula kuntu iki samla banang ni shakman don kam banang kam tre shitom shu ban yo shakathong Ula kedauru ya kilai teli kimat bande banyak lenti kum kisamla kabron kam kathong kaplan bat bande ki kam da kabat tre shitom ban poi shakathong
Education within the premises of this esteemed colleges. 8 departments, important departments that are all functioning within Seng Khasi College, and you also have a class 11 and 12 art stream in your institution. I have sat and diligently watched the entire performance of your institution in that brief video that was presented to us. Meghalaya is now poised to have an education system that is unique only to itself. It is here that the Vice Chancellor of the Northeastern Hill University must recognize giving freedom of choices of study to institutions in order to suit their needs. India is a vast nation of a multitude of cultures, religious practices, customs, and tradition. Meghalaya is truly deserving of an institution like Seng College to ensure that there is opportunity given to it through the intervention of various government schemes like RUSA and other ADB projects to give freedom to this institution to codify, to understand, to record, and to put into valuable books our practices and customs. There is this feeling of great alienation in education systems that we have inherited in the past. There is no doubt that there is this suspiciousness in understanding the British presentation of syllabi. Today, we feel threatened that in the 20th, we still do not have the freedom of education to allow our states and their communities to grow and to gain knowledge and to record knowledge for future generations. I was much impressed with the prayers showered to us by a religious head of the Seng Khasi, Kajingdwai Kari. Question is anyone codifying these practices? Are we going to be continuously conditioned to practices, visionary practices of governments as distant as Delhi? Do we have scope? And that is why the government of Meghalaya has instituted community colleges, a grassroots form of education that will enable the people of the state of Meghalaya, headed by very qualified teachers and scribes who have gainfully received enough experience, enough knowledge to be able to branch out to a cultural study of the people of Meghalaya. This is a very apt platform for us to encourage the Seng Khasi. I am sure students of Seng Khasi are not predominantly practicing the traditional language. This institute caters to citizens from across the state who have their own religious practices. We must ensure that we will be able to be empowered with a language that is recognized by the government of India. We are fighting for this. However, in preparation of all the documentation that is required, we, the government of Meghalaya, would expect Seng College to be one premier institute that will help us present our unique case to the government of India. Yes, this is a long drawn dream of the people of the state of Meghalaya. But dreams which have longer journeys and harder hurdles will always be dreams that will be cherished with great patience in the years to come. I encourage the Seng College continue to protect particularly the language of the people speaking the Khasi language. I encourage you to start unique library facilities. I encourage you to codify and record those beautiful songs. Kten temen, buram kabatam, hangi hapate. It brought back memories of my parents who would hum this beautiful song with great meanings to us when we were growing up as children. Today, people like us are guided by this tradition, guided by this culture. It is for you, the students of future Meghalaya, to ensure that you codify, you keep on record, and you institute practices of research which will place our community, our dialect as unique and distinct in this entire nation. Unfortunately, I have been given different assignments this time.
Words of thank you, especially for the recent election, which this constituency, prestigious constituency, which are known as the brain and heart of the state. I'm so lucky as a second time representative who are going to represent from this beloved constituency, whom they all prove that principle. One, the money, power. This is a word as we Khasi we use to mention every now and then collage means God bless. On this very occasion, in remarkable joy of this premium, prestigious college, Seng Khasi, I first and foremost extend my congratulations to each and everyone for reaching this journey of 50th anniversary celebration. Let me remind myself and also all of us who are present here that let's turn ourselves by reminding that sometimes we may feel that we have achieved many in our journey. But let me recall that while looking ahead, many things need to accomplish the unaccomplished tasks, which dwell upon each and every one of us. Today, we recall not to forget our beloved pioneers who had paved way to this beloved college as it is today, and it can produce many of our beloved youth, beloved students to become an important asset of the beloved state as a whole. I also love to remind, and let me recall, today, yes, of course, the present. Although we belong to the past, but we never belong to the past. The future, though it belong to the present. Well, let's not forget the fact that we are the asset, we are the instrument, we are the framers for the future generation. I'm so thankful for the college as a whole, who also give me an opportunity to be part of the celebration. I would like to remind especially that today we have faced many challenges. We have just seen by our naked eyes. We have witnessed how beautiful the traditional culture, the traditional practices that we always should remember, that love oneself and respect others. This will clearly help out our state, where once upon a time, I also love to remind that during the British's time, before they leave the throne of ruling our nation, they did ask to our political leaders at that point of time, what do you want us to do before you leave us? What do you want us to do before we leave you? And what the reply? Such a wonderful reply. Our political leaders, which we have to respect them, their reply, just leave us as you found us. This is a message which I dare to acknowledge myself for being again elected. I'm so proud that I promise that I'm not going to compromise the chair with the coming generation, for which I believe that the unaccomplished task will be able to carry on forward with the help, with the joining hands, for which I love to be giving myself through my service a justice for each and everyone without differentiating, without discriminating. This is the time that especially our beloved youth, whom we have acknowledged the college for your contribution or for your